know what's worth fighting for? When it's not worth dying for? Does it take your breath away and you feel yourself suffocating? Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide? Did someone break your heart inside? You're in ruins. 121 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 121 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. When you're at the end of the road and you lost all sense of control, and your thoughts have taken their toll, when your mind breaks the spirit of your soul, your faith walks on broken glass, and the hangover doesn't pass. Nothing's ever built to last. You're in ruins. 121 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 121 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. Did you try to live on your own when you burned down the house at home? Did you stand too close to the fire like a liar looking for forgiveness from the stone? When it's time to live and let die, and you can't get another try, something inside this heart has died. You're in ruins. 121 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 121 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. 121
Right, guys, things will be moving forward momentarily. Everything will be happening shortly. Basically, what we're doing, we're going to stream quarterfinals onwards. Make it so it's a short tournament, but action-packed. So there's non-stop StarCraft 2 action and lots of action. Enjoy the music.
It's my life, I'll do what I want. Now you will never be a part of me. Maybe when the nights will get colder, you'll be on your own. I walk alone. I walk alone. I walk alone. I walk alone. It's my life, I'll do what I want. Now you will never be a part of me. Maybe when the nights will get colder, you'll be on your own. It's my life, I'll do what I want. Now you will never be a part of me. Maybe when the nights will get colder, you'll be on your own.
Yes, I know, but you know what? These are all remixed. I'm okay with that. Stretch it. Don't worry, guys. We'll have some games for you. We're just going to we're trying a new format. Due to simple fact is we haven't got the casters at the minute to do it, and yeah. So, see, not going to lie to you. We're going to try round 3 onwards until we get new casters. It's Nico's last day today, so Out of Control leaves LBNT. Right, first person through to round 3 is Aposis. And of course he's Protoss.
Out here, the wonders of the unknown and Hadley, I come to realize there's a fundamental truth to our nature. Man must explore, and that's what exploring it is
as you and I. The way you're making me feel tonight, stellar, fucking stellar. We're so close, I'm afraid we might explode as soon as we ignite. The way you're making me feel tonight, stellar, fucking stellar. We're so close, I'm afraid we might explode as soon as we ignite. The way you're making me feel tonight, stellar, fucking stellar.
I'm feeling it. So chill a little bit, yeah. So our stream does get our radio station at all. actually have a little bit to talk about now. Just gonna have a little bit of fun here, I guess.
Wait for our game to get underway.
Oh yeah, gonna have some great games hopefully in the quarterfinals. So I just gonna go in there, and then we're gonna have some great games, I guess.
Yeah, we changed the format around a little bit tonight, guys. We're just doing the quarterfinals onwards, but I'm sure you figured that out by now.
You're actually a little bit. Okay, is it? No, it's not me. Is it me? You're quite not really loud for me. I don't know. This may be my bad. Let me just check.
Better?
No, actually pretty silent. And still, I don't know. Maybe it's just my settings.
Right, is that better now?
Just a little bit. Not really that much.
What about now? Is that better?
I don't know. Should just, I don't know.
Reese, if you can turn yourself up just a little bit more, that'd be great. Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm about as high as I can
Yeah,
go.
well, there you go. Perfect.
that's great.
Yeah, there you go.
Oop, there we go. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, so tired. Why? I don't know.
You know, the human body really needs sleep after all, you know? So that may help.
Yeah, no. The whole sleeping thing doesn't seem to work so well with my body. My body just goes, nope, Jake, gotta continue gaming. Continue gaming. No, right, stop gaming, sleep. Wake up.
You're addicted, bro.
I
Need some
know.
help.
Right, first game will be Salugi's game. Epic. And big shout out to the following people. Tony Wang, yes, Tony Wang, you heard it. Gregory Owls, Zach Newcomb for your donations. Thank you very much, guys, much appreciated. All the little helps.
I mean,
Yeah,
even with the
thank
name
you,
Tony
guys.
Wang, you can be a nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay, should probably stop trolling the people who actually give money to this.
I wasn't trolling, I was merely... Yeah, I was, wasn't I? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, trolling. We should stop that. Poor guys, just giving us money. That's so nice by you. We love you all. We really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, Monop. And yes, Nico, it's your last day today here with LBNC, isn't it?
Yeah. QQ. I actually have to leave because
Yeah.
of personal reasons, unfortunately. But I think we have a new cast, alright?
Yes, Papa B, he's actually playing in tonight's tournament. He's going up against Heth, though. Ouch. Yeah,
It's gonna be a harsh one.
that's going to be a harsh matchup. But of course, you know, I almost beat Heth, so, you know, it's all good.
Oh, okay. That actually makes it possible. I mean, if Jay can beat him
Hey,
nearly, that's good.
I'm not that bad of a player, actually. You know, I'm getting better.
Yeah, but I can always like refer to your overall count of matches on Zeek.com. It's like 014 or something like
You
that.
do realise that I've edited that, right?
Yeah.
I've actually had 22 wins, but...
Now you're talking yourself about blah blah blah.
Oh, so Reece, what you been up to, man?
Well, I bit my tongue earlier and it's hard to talk. But that's about it.
You bit your tongue.
Yeah, it's the one thing that makes everyone feel so stupid when they bite.
Fair enough.
At least nothing badly happened.
No, but that should be good for tonight.
Has
I hope so.
bit my tongue and what did you do there? Just try cast it. Yes, I had to try it.
Oh god.
Just reloading the brackets now. See. Oh, we've got Anima versus Eposse, or Posse, rather. We're just waiting for we're waiting for the Pishi and Psycho match to finish up to find out who's going to face Salugi.
Yeah.
So, do you guys want to actually take the first game, Eposis versus Anime, first? Because it's going to be a while, so it's going to be a quick
Yeah.
game as well. Why? Because it's PvP.
PvP.
Yeah, I think let's do it.
Okay, let's bug at Arby.
Perfect casting material for us, obviously, since we're both Protoss. Oh god. Okay, but a nice PvP. Always fun to watch, I guess. And it's pretty fast, obviously. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with that.
Just waiting to be invited into the game. Come on, RB.
Yeah, and in your spare time, you might want to follow LBNT on things like Facebook or Twitter. Link is facebook.com/LBNT game. That's what it is. I always mess it up, which is which. And on Twitter, it's twitter.com/LBNT games with an S on the end. So I should try to make it a little bit harder for you guys to follow us, fortunately. But yeah, you can follow us there. If you are streamed here and you want to check out your own game, you can always do that in the VOD section. And we also upload it on YouTube. And there our link is youtube.com/the LBNT or /user/LBNT since YouTube is still a bit icky with that. And we only have 42 followers there, so I'm a little bit disappointed in you guys who didn't follow us on YouTube. I mean, you always want to get your VODs after that, I guess, if you're actually being casted there.
Yeah, just waiting for this game still, so a bit more filler. Sorry guys to keep you waiting.
Yeah, but well, I might have a little bit of problem right now because apparently someone started the game who should not, but we're gonna fix that, I guess, and we will gonna have a game on this stream ASAP. Gonna well, get a game ready to actually do that. And well, I think even the Saluki versus Mr. Psyche game's ready now, so we might also catch that. And well, what is that actually? That's, let me just check. That's PvP2. Oh, that's cool. So another PvP that we can cast. Nice.
Is it just going to be PvP tonight, do you think?
Protoss OP!
Well, we actually have, right now, in the third rounds, we have 5 Tarsus and 1 Terran. That's really bad.
I'll guess who my choice is to win then.
Oh, it's Heath against D-War on the other, in the other game, it's a TVP in there. And then we still have 2 round 2 games with actually a bronze versus bronze. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
nice
we
to
don't have.
see bronze players making this far into the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always a little bit surprised if they actually get that far into the game, into the tournament. But it's always great to see, I guess. It's just like all the random players we got. So actually, not that much. We only get like a few of them regularly joining our tournaments, but it's always cool to see them going far into the tournament, just because it's random and you just have to know so much more.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still just waiting on the game. It's being set up now, so hopefully it won't be too long for you guys. Just another minute or so.
Yeah, it's probably going to be some Blizzard. The service, we had a few problems with that in the past, right? Good old Blizzard.
Good old
damn
Battle.net.
service. And now we're going to fix that. Oh, and there we go. Game invite is out. So we are on the lobby right now. It's Mr.
Hooray.
Psyche versus Salugi. And right now, Psyche is on turn. Did he switch or anything? Or
I think he just switched over yet.
oh, right. So he's actually, no, he's playing Protoss. Okay. It's just like, wait, what? He's actually gonna play turn in this tournament. All right. Well, we're gonna get this game on the way right now. I think they're both ready, so we are also ready to go, obviously. And I think we have another person donating right now, so thank you to whoever that is. I unfortunately cannot see, but obviously big shout out to another contributor right there.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. All that money is going towards a Grandmaster show match, I do believe. We don't know who the players are going to be yet, but
I think we're gonna get some great players to play that. Both players are ready, so we are seconds away from actually starting the game and bringing some quality soccer to entertainment. I go, countdown, ticking down, and there we go, loading screen. And great icon down. Great. This is awesome.
so are you in game, Nico?
No, I got thrown out. God damn it, Blizzard. Dustin Brown is hating me. I know that.
Oh, Battle.net is just not your friend today.
No, it's not. That's not good.
Okay, so we are going to remake the game.
I guess so. I'm sorry, but I get like the game gets into the loading screen. I just get a red message. Your disconnection has been lost or something like that. It's just what what did I do wrong?
I
Why you
bet
hate
Dustin
me,
Browder's just got a button that says Nico's not allowed to play, and he just presses that and it boots you from any game you're in.
Yeah, it's like the red button in there, and he just presses it regularly, and it's just throwing me out right now. That's not very nice, Dustin. God damn it.
Why would you do such a thing, Dustin?
Oh. I said something wrong, I think. Whatever.
Yeah.
Luckily enough, someone is nice enough to actually remake the game. We're gonna hop into that again, and hopefully Battle.net will not cut me out again. I just restarted StarCraft 2, so hopefully that fixed it. Otherwise, that might be a little bit of an issue right now for me to cast if I can't actually be in the game. That might not be the best cast you've ever heard.
Nope, we just got the invite now. Just waiting for the players to get in.
Yeah, it's Newcook City, actually Newcook District. So one of the new maps from HOTS, which we are incorporating to right now. So it's actually going to be a very fun game, I hope.
Yeah, I really like this map. It's a bit different from the usual stuff that we've seen on the last few seasons. So,
I mean, they're playing around with their maps overall, I think, which is pretty cool. And well, just obviously making new maps, and they're also incorporating a lot of new things like the destructible debris. Now, obviously, we don't have that in the version right now, but still, they're making a lot of great maps. And well, both players are ready, I think, and then we are gonna hop into the game again, and hopefully, I get into the game.
Is starting.
So we are in game now, guys. Oh no, actually not. We're in the loading screen, but we're close to being in game. Wow, it's a lot on top of my game.
So close on the timing there.
Yeah, but we are in game now, and in the lower right-hand position we have the red Protoss Saluki.
And in the bottom left-hand position, it is Mr. Psyche. I'm pretty sure I just said his name wrong as well. So I do remember last time him saying that his name was pronounced differently.
I think it's Mr. Psyche. I think that's what he said last time we casted him.
Yeah. Well,
Mr.
let's
Psyche.
just stick with Mr. Psyche for now.
Yeah, okay. We're just gonna butcher his name anyways, but whatever. Obviously, Mr. Psyche being a quite well-known person to us, being in a few tournaments and actually going very, very far in them, so he's a very good player. Unfortunately, I didn't really see that much of Salugi, but that may be my problem because I wasn't here for like 2 weeks or so. But still, and I'm really hoping for an action-packed game, and I think these two players will definitely deliver that to us.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd like to see some early pressure builds. Just both players trying to take their offense. To see both gateways coming down pretty much at the same time, and both players are going to scout.
Yeah, it's absolutely the same thing up until now, like a second difference, not even that. But now we see Mr. Psyche actually going for a little bit of an earlier gas than Salugi. I mean, look at that. The probes are meeting at the absolute half of the map. Wow, that's ridiculous. That's very, very well timed by both players.
Yeah, Saluki has gone down from his gas now as well, just a few seconds behind Mr. Psyche. Both players are going to start mining straight away. So,
I mean, obviously, that's just the absolute standard opening up until now. What all Protoss basically do in PvP, only going for the one gate and then going into the gas. It's just absolutely standard. And up until now, they're just doing the absolute same thing, obviously, because they can't really differ from that, except for maybe proxy 2 gating.
Yeah, this build is very safe. It allows you to get the gas for any sentries or stalkers that you might need to deal with any early harass. So it is a nice build, but not quite what I would like to see.
Yeah, maybe some really early pressure build might be fun too, but I think for the first game, Castle on the stream, and obviously for like 3 weeks for me, I'm really hoping for a little bit of a fun game, going more into the mid game, which is obviously the kind of usual thing you see at PvP. Both players actually going for a Zealot first, being quite safe of that, because you could also just delay that a little bit to go for an early Stalker.
Yep, Salugi researching Warp Gate now, and Mr. Psyche's just a few seconds behind. There's this little probe hiding in Mr. Psyche's base, but he does see it, so he's not being able to get the proxy pylon down.
Yeah, unfortunately for him. We actually have the first difference right now. Mr. Psyche going into an earlier second gas, and actually going for the robotics facility right now, while Salugi is still on his 1 gate and on his 1 gas, just researching the warp gate. So we might just see something like a 4 gate out of him. Might be a possibility.
Yeah, proxy pylon is going down now. I think it's going to be 3 gate Lobo versus 4 gate. So
Yeah.
so, yeah, 3 more gateways just being queued up to build now. Stalker comes out, Zealot buddy.
And he just cancels building it right now. So
Yeah.
this is
Did he
all
mean to do
just-
that? Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was just a little bit delayed by a few seconds, I think. But that still might be the difference, because obviously the 4 gate is quite an all-in. You can't really transition out of that, except for if you actually do that much damage that you're getting resetted, basically. So
Yeah, slight
first.
misclick of the probe there, but being built now. 2 more gateways come down from Mr. Psyche. He's only got a Zealot and a Stalker there at the moment.
And the 4 gate is actually going to hit after an Immortal is out, I think. So I think that Mr. Psyche actually has quite good capabilities of holding it. Another point is that the proxy pylon is actually pretty far away from the base of Mr. Psyche, which does give him another really big advantage right now.
Yeah, he did lose the probe though, so he can't play it anywhere closer. This Immortal is going to come out before he can get any warp gates done. Twilight Council coming down now for both players, and first round of Stalkers warped in onto the field now. But I think there's just too much here to hold it already.
I think it's going to be easy to hold for Mr. Psyche too, because the model is going to do such good work on these Stalkers. I mean, he's letting the 1 Zealot and the 1 Stalker behind in his base, and it's just on 4 Stalkers and 4 Zealots right now in the front, and that will not be enough to just kill his opponent off or even do the damage he wants to, because 5 Stalkers, an Immortal, and a Zealot would definitely hold this, I think. But actually, I think it's pretty cool doing a 4 gate with a transition out of it with the Twilight Council.
Yeah, it's not so much of an all-in. He does want to try and get into the late game, but we do see the push-out coming. Zealots moving up, trying to take down the Immortal, but there's just too much firepower.
I mean, 2 of the Zealots of Salugi already down, and only the 4... wow, the model actually survives. Only 4 Stalkers left right now, and they're going to fall too, basically for nothing, because they only got 1 or 2 of the Stalkers and maybe a Zealot, but lost 4 Stalkers and 4 Zealots right now. So that was a very, very well traded fight for Mr. Psyche. And we can actually see that in the supply difference too, because he is 20 supply ahead.
Yeah, that Immortal sitting on 1 HP, such a boss. Psyche's just going to move out, but might take its expansion fairly soon. He's getting blink, so he might just counter-attack. In fact, he's probably not going to go for the expansion.
Yeah, I think he actually might try to end it right now with a big blink up into the base, because he actually has the observer in his opponent's base, knows about the robotics facility, and knows that if he actually goes in right now and is just going to blink up, that will hit way before an Immortal can actually be out, or even an observer to actually snipe his opponent's observer. And he's just moving all of his Stalkers over, and is just warping in some new ones. Also going with the rest of the army over too.
Yeah, Parlon coming down now. He's going to be able to get the warp in as well. It's about the same distance as Salugi's was, but if he can get the blink up here, it's much quicker.
Yeah, and actually he's going for another one, which is very, very smart. That's what I would do too. Basically having a really straightforward pylon to actually warp in right right away, and then you have the backup pylon to actually reinforce if you're moving away. And Salugi is actually trying to go for an expansion and does plant it down with a pylon, which might not be the smartest thing because... Oh, he actually loses both.
Mr.
Wow,
Size
didn't cancel
observer
it.
was picked off then. Can't blink up. It's going to have to push the lamp. So it's moving in. Even more Zelt's walking in. He's going to have to block it off, but I don't think he's got enough.
Yeah,
And
but
blink up onto
thank-
high ground.
Yeah, thanks to the vision of the stalker, he could actually blink up, and I mean that was just a very, very big hit, losing the expansion and the pylon right now, not canceling it, just losing it straight out, losing 500 minerals, not being able to warp in anything at all. And I mean the army of Mr. Psyche was way bigger anyway, so that was quite a decisive game.
Yeah, very nice timing. A counter-attack there. He knew his opponent had failed to do what he wanted to do. He's like, right, I've got the stuff. I can just go kill him.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was actually very, very smart play out of Salugi, trying this 4-gate with some kind of blink follow-up, I think. But it didn't quite work out because it didn't do any damage, because the robotics facility was such nice timed that actually the little bit delayed 4-gate because of the Twilight Council did hit way too late to actually do damage. But we are in the next game. We are in the lobby right now. It's going to be TMT versus EFI. I don't know. Butchering names again. Both players are ready, and it's going to be a TVC right now.
Sweet, let's jump into this game. Come on.
Actually, I do like this matchup way more than PvP. I just love TVZ. It's such a cool matchup. Is it?
Me too. Yeah.
So, we're on the loading screen still. Just a short update. Heath did actually win against D-War, so it's another Protoss going on, moving on right now, together with Mr. Psyche. They're in different semifinals, so it's not going to be another PvP for sure. But we're in the game right now, and in the lower left-hand position we have our pink Zerg player. He's Gold League. He's TMT.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, he is the lieutenant. He is Alfie. Ify. There's no L in that. What did I say, L?
Elfie?
Alfie.
But that one would be Protoss, right?
Yeah.
And
This guy's
probably
Ify.
not gonna be, yeah. He's probably not playing the Gold Rush, and he'll probably not be a Bronze player.
No.
It's actually
I
in
doubt
the
it.
yeah, I think so. It's actually in the quarterfinals as a Bronze player, which I think is quite impressive, and I actually think he beat a Gold and a Bronze player on his way. And yeah, we're just gonna see some kind of standard openings, actually cancelling the early supply depot, which he would build right next to his command center, which wouldn't be the smartest thing against Dirk, I guess. So he's going to try to wall off the opening in his base.
Yeah, he did forget. Oh my god, I am actually playing against the Zerg. I better wall off. I had to cancel that to do it.
Yeah, but I think that actually happens to the best, so I'm not going to blame him. I mean, he did react accordingly and just did it better in the second try. Actually, the Overlord is moving over so fast in this map. This is so nice for Zerg because the airway is just so close to his base, to his opponent's base. He has a huge free place down here right next to the base, so you can just stuff that Overlord in there and just scout whenever he wants, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, we are going to see TMT taking a hatch first. If he is going to scout this, though, no spawning pool as yet.
Yeah, but I don't...
Go down now as well. No,
Oh,
command
jeez.
center.
CC first. Wow, that's a ballsy play. But since he knew it's gonna be the hatchery first 100% because he actually scouted it, I think that is perfectly fine. Because the Zerg is just gonna go for the pool right now, I think, which is actually very late already. He's at 17 supply, and that's quite ballsy too, actually.
Yeah, it's a very late pool coming down, but I think this command center is
Wow.
perfectly safe. The Zerg player's not scouted it at all. So
But the Zerg player is actually acting accordingly because he's gonna go for double hedge before pool and TVZ. Wow. So much balls. Wow.
And finally, the pool comes down as well. He's not going to hide his third hatch as well. He might want to put it up in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, he's actually doing that. He's actually doing that very, very aggressive right now. Double hedge before pool. Wow. That's a really manly play. Gotta hand it to him. But I think this is gonna bounce to quite a standard game right now, being the barracks being built right now, or being finished rather, and the command center being made in the background.
Yeah, another barracks comes down as well. He's only mining one gas though. He's only got one worker working on his gas. There he goes. There's the second in there now.
Wow, he's actually both players are reacting to what we're saying. That's really cool. Might have a little bit of a psyche thing going out, pun intended. And yeah, we have double racks going down behind this command center, while we're actually having all three hatches up now for the Zerg, producing just drone after drone, building his 3 queens right now to actually inject.
Yeah,
And
he has
he's-
supply blocked himself though. It's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, that's right. But I think he's doing quite the cool thing, because he went for such early hatcheries that his injects will not be synced. Will never be synced actually. But he's just waiting for his third hatch to finish up before he actually produces all 3 queens at the same time. So his injects are gonna hit on time. He can just click through the hatcheries and just inject all the time, which is really cool play.
Yeah, it's a much
He's really
easier
smart.
method to doing when it's all synced up.
Yeah, and now he did an extractor trick right now. Actually, let him finish on the natural, and is now going for his gas in the main too, and it's just gonna start mining gas while he's actually producing a lot of drones, because obviously he will need to get a lot of drones out to actually saturate 3 bases.
Yeah, third command center comes down now for Efi as well, so it's going to be a very macro intense game, I think. Double
Yeah,
engine
both-
Bane coming down now as well.
Both players are actually going for quite the macro heavy start right now, going for very, very early expansions. And we're actually going to see reacted Hellions out of FE while actually researching Stim in the background, so it's going to be a reacted Hellion opening, transitioning into bioplay, I think.
Yeah, he needs to pick off this Overlord because it does see everything. It does see the third command center as well, so TMT knows he's pretty safe for the time being, but not going to be safe for too much longer. But I think that was a mistake building the starport right under the Overlord. I don't think that was necessary.
Yeah, actually the Overlord definitely paid for himself, and the command center is actually moving just now to the second base, so he was quite behind in that regard, only being on 1 base up until now, while Zerg's actually starting to exaggerate all his 3 bases. I mean, with 3 hedges up, obviously, to produce units, that's going to be very, very fast.
Yeah, but mind you, with 3 orbitals calling down the mules, I think he can catch up fairly easily.
Your sound is going quite thin again, your microphone, actually.
Is
Just
that
saying.
better?
Yeah, that's way better, thank you.
There we go.
Actually, the layer finishing up, and, well, good injects up until now from the Zerg players, still exaggerating his 3rd base while it's being attacked. And 4 Islands making the way into the natural, but the queens are behind him, and he's gonna try to attack them with the drones, which might not be the smartest thing because they're doing horrific damage to him.
Yeah, lining them up nicely. 12 workers killed so far. If he gets another blast off, he's going to be pick off loads more workers. 15's gone down. Can he get one more? Does get one more. Get another one more again. He does.
17 worker kills. Definitely worth it for only 3 Hellions up until now. And
Yeah,
one
and
is
it's
actually
still
still
there.
alive. That's cool
But-
play.
Oh, he needs to move away from the lurches. Picked off another drone. Absolutely
Oh.
didn't need to lose that.
Yes, actually losing quite a few drones, but he's developing a very, very cool style. He's actually copying the Stefano style that he used in ZVT for the last couple of months in things like Iron Squid, where he just went Roach Hydra, which is a really, really cool thing, I think.
Yeah, he does know that this isn't Heart of the Swarm yet, right? Lurch Hydra good in Heart of the Swarm, not as good as in Wings of Liberty though.
Yeah, definitely not, but actually this is a very, very strong style. The problem is that he doesn't have the creep spread like Stefano has. I think he's going to try to do something like an Overlord Highway with creep spreading, all over the map, which you might want to start right now because these overlords are pretty slow. That would actually be a pretty smart thing to do, but otherwise this style is quite hard to pull off in Wings of Liberty. I mean,
Yeah.
Stefano can do it, but can you do it?
I don't think I can. Double Medivac drop coming straight into the main. The Lurcher's going to have a long run back. Picks off the Queen. Can he pick off any workers? That can get 20, 30 workers killed so far.
Wow.
Wait a less. And you can,
Effie is doing
can lift
such
off.
great rest. Your microphone is not working again. Quite right. Another problem that actually TMT has is that he doesn't have road speed up until now, and he's just asking if this is a best of 3. So he might just want to GG out of it right now, but he will not because it's actually best of 1 because we're still in the quarterfinals. So I think he's going to try to do something like an all-in soon because he has a lot of gas banked up, and he might just want to build a lot of hydralisks if he actually gets the minerals to do so, and then just going to try to all in because right now he's so far behind in drones. I mean, he's still a base up, but if all 3 bases are not quite exaggerated, that doesn't really help him.
Never give up, though. Be stubborn when it comes to playing the game.
Obviously. And he's actually trying to do the Overlord Highway right now, going all the way to the mid-map right now, having a lot of Overlords there, obviously. And he's going for the road speed right now, going for the +2 attacks, and just building 19 drones at a time to play the catch-up game. And, well, it might work if this drop doesn't do horrific damage.
I think it is going to do bad damage. The Lurcher's going to pull back, but he takes out the Queen already. It's a great drop. So many workers, 53 workers gone down. And he can clear up the Lurcher army as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the army right now made out of Marauders and Marines is just too strong. It's just the MMM combo, which is just way too strong. And I don't think that TMT has enough to actually beat him. And well, he's already talking about the map being terrible in the chat. So I think he's probably gonna GG soon because he just lost his main. He just lost the lay, and he basically he's trying to build 7 FSs right now, and is gonna try to kill the army like that, but with only 4 roaches behind it, I don't think that that's going to be enough.
No, I think these investors just going to come out a bit too late. Oh, Jet lands, got them. GG.
Yeah, GG. With no energy, they would have been useless anyways, and well, you need to fix your mic again, because it's not quite working. I don't know what it is.
Is that better now?
Yeah, a little bit. You're not quite as loud as you were before. And we're getting the next invite for the first semi-final right now. I think the first semi-final is going to be... Oh, it's actually going to be Anima versus Mr. Psyche. So we have a PvP. That was quite obvious.
Yeah, bound to happen.
Yeah, and I think with that many people in the tournament still, that really needed to happen.
Yeah, do see
And we
Hef
actually-
making his way through to the semi-finals as well, and he's going to face off against EFP.
It's just going to be a PvT, so we're either going to have a PvT in finals or a PvP, and I would actually like to see a PvT. I love PvT, but it's probably going to be a PvP because there are still 3 Protosses in the tournament right now and only 1 turn left, and poor underpowered Zergs are not going through anywhere.
Well, mind you, EFP did play very well that last match. I wouldn't count him out just yet. We're just waiting for this semi-final to get underway, guys. Bear with us.
Yeah, he's definitely a great player, but Aoife just totally outplayed him in the last game. We're in this game right now. The game is going to start in a second. Oh, I actually stayed in the game. Oh, I was thinking about like getting kicked out of the game again, and wow, okay.
Dustin Blood is being kind to you.
Yeah,
Stay
I
in
think
this
he's
game.
watching the LBNT stream.
Hi, Dustin.
Oh, and we have a little bit of lag right now, right at the beginning, which is quite unfortunate, but we are going back into the game. And this is Emerging Metropolis, and in the right-hand position, more like the 3 o'clock position, we have our orange Protoss, Mr. Psyche.
And in the left-hand position, it is the red Protoss. Here's Ami.
So another PvP with Mr. Psyche. Let's see
Another
what he's
4
gonna.
gate, do you think?
No, I don't think so, because maybe Anima actually watched the game and actually learned that you will not beat Mr. Psyche with a 4-gate.
No. But you never know. You might not have seen them. Pylon comes down, fairly standard. Nothing's going to change.
I actually would like to see a little bit of a fancy player right now, putting out a little bit new tactic out of his magic head, because Mr. Psyche actually doesn't really play like the absolute standard style every game. I think he actually changes up a bit on his style, at least what I've seen from him up until now. He actually does change a lot with his style.
Yeah, it's nice to see players who can do that, switch some number of styles. He's a little bit behind on his gateway, but only by a second, so not too...
I mean, they're not really big difference up until now. I don't think that that's actually going to come in handy later in the game. This little difference of 1 second, it might, but I actually don't think so. Obviously, doing the standard plays, both players going for the simulators. Now Mr. Psyche is 1 second ahead of his opponent, so that doesn't really make a big difference. And they are scouting the wrong base. They're both scouting the bases that will be air close, but well, they are in the cross position, which they check now. I'm actually going to go to the cross positions now.
Yeah, and he's going to get the scout off first. He's going to see the opponent's doing exactly the same as he's doing. Cybernetic score comes down for Ami, and does for Mr. Psyche as well.
Yeah, well, just obviously standard players, as we said in the last game, it's just going to be the absolute standard, both going for the Zealot right now. Mr. Psyche only being 5 in-game seconds later, which is like 3 seconds in reality, obviously because of the great system that Blizzard has for their time in StarCraft 2. I think it's something like 1 minute is 48 in-game seconds, I think.
Well, it's because normal is normal speed in real life, I think. So
Oh, right, yeah. That's
we're playing
what it is.
faster than real life now.
Whoa.
That's Time Lord stuff right there.
Man, that's crazy. We do have a little bit of a difference again. Mr. Psyche going for his second guess already up, and Anima, I think, is just going to start a second guess right now, going for a second gate too.
Yeah, Spub's being chased away by that Zealot, not giving up. He's going to chase him all across the map. Oh no, he stopped. Lazy thing. Well, we're coming down for Mr. Psyche now.
Yeah, so he's actually going to do the absolute same style that he did in the first PvP we saw of him, but obviously it did pay off greatly using that style in the last game, so he's just trying to do that again. While his opponent is actually going to go for a little bit of a 3-gate pressure, I think. So 3-gate stalker pressure might be something he wants to do. Otherwise maybe he's going to 4-gate or actually go into robotics. I think, well, right now it's hard to tell because obviously he has everything up to him what he wants to do.
Yeah, this might just be a 3-gate. There's a bit of pressure, but not too much. He's going to scout. There's no proxy pylon there, so he might wait for the 4th gate to come down. There's a little mistake. He's only got 2 workers in his 1 gas, which is going to slightly put him behind his opponent.
You're right, and that's actually his first gas, so he was a bit behind in gas overall. I actually don't know why he sent his army to the position where the Psyche couldn't spawn anyway, so I don't know.
I think he was just a bit worried about any proxies coming down, but he's going to move across the map now.
Might be a little bit afraid, but he's trying to pressure now with 2 stalkers in the Zealot. Fortunately for him, his opponent already has it, and he's going to lose. Already has a strong army. That's actually going to lose a stalker for free right now, which is obviously quite bad in the early game. And we do see an observer flying over to the base of Anima right now from Mr. Psyche's base, and he's actually going for an immortal while Anima is just going to finish up his robotics facility. So he is behind in that regard.
Yeah, I think Mr. Psyche might push fairly soon. Anima is taking his 2nd base. If he sees this, then he's just going to push.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a mistake right now, not knowing if his opponent actually has an observer in his base, and just planting down the Nexus. while yeah, while just moving out his own observer. And actually, he's not going to scout the other observer. He's just going to move over to his other ram, so he's not going to see it. And he still has these two workers in the gas, which is still quite hurting him, I think.
Yeah, pylon from Mr. Psyche coming down in the middle of the map. Not as close as it could be, but it's in a fairly safe position.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he doesn't want it scouted, and I think Mr. Psyche knows that there's an observer out, so but he doesn't know where it is, so he might just want to put it right there to be pretty safe against the observer, since that's not a usual hang on place for an observer, I think.
Yeah, Anima is going to see this Clover and this pylon. So, unless he gets the warp in, this is going to go down. But Mr. Psyche's just going to push across the map now. It's a good decision, I think.
Yeah, I mean, with 5 Stalkers, 3 Zealots, a Sentry, and 2 Immortals, he will most likely win against the army of Anima. And he's just throwing away another Zealot. Got German accent coming back. And Anima only has an Immortal, 2 Stalkers, and 3 Sentries, so he's going to try to forceful his opponent away from him to actually get that second base working and just get a big economic lead.
Yeah, if he can hold this off the sentries, he will be in a good position, but it's a big if. It's 2 Immortals versus 2 Immortals, but Mr. Psyche just going to pull back. He sees
Yeah.
the army there and decides, no, I don't want to do it.
He's actually ahead in Zealots, and he's actually... No, okay, he's not anymore, but now he's ahead in Stalkers, but it's only 2 Stalkers, so that equalized quite a bit right now. Actually, they have the same production, but I don't know why he's behind now. I think he might have missed some of the warp ins he could have done, or maybe it was just because he planned down an expansion of his own, which isn't quite that far behind, actually. So it's not he's not that bad in a position, and if he actually catches up with his tech, which he's doing right now, I think he's in a quite leading position.
Yeah, Lobot Bay coming down now. It's about halfway done. I see a forge come down for Ami, so he's going to go for the upgrades.
Yeah, and he has 5 gates up in a few seconds, but I don't know if he will actually be able to hold the first pressure that Mr. Psyche will go with the Colossus, because as we all know, Colossus are pretty much the deciding guys in a battle between Protoss and Protoss, and actually he's going for the double robotics, so he is quite ahead in that regard.
Yeah, I like the double Lobo. Lobo Bay coming down now for Annie, but it's going to be a lot later than this Colossus. Extended Film Lance coming down now as well for Mr. Psyche. But Annie's just going to push, but he's leaving one Immortal behind. No, he does see it. He's going to bring it along.
And double forge for Mr. Psyche, and actually if this game, if he can hold the next attack that Anima's trying to do, I think, or maybe he's just clearing out some things on the map, if he's actually going to attack and Mr. Psyche can hold it off, I think he's in a very good position, because he's going to be ahead in the Colossus regard, because he already has one out and is going to produce 2 at a time, while his opponent is actually on 1 robotics, and he's actually going to be ahead on upgrades too, because he has the double forge while his opponent only has 1 forge.
Yeah, Annie's ahead in supply, only slightly, but Mr. Psyche was supply blocked for a little while. I'm not sure why that was, but just see 1 Colossus out in the field now. Second one, is the second one being made? Nope, second one's not being made. A third coming down now for Annie as well.
Okay, actually take back what I said last, because actually Anima's on 3 forges right now, researching attack, defense, and also the shield upgrades, so he's actually going to go into a very intensive upgrade status right now, and he's actually putting down a third base too, so he's going to go in a very macro heavy game.
Yeah, I think this might pay off. He's not going to have the Colossus count, so let's just try and make his army as good, as beefy as possible. I couldn't think of the word then.
Yeah, happens to everyone, happens to me all the time, actually, if you didn't notice. But we do have, is Anima still on 1 robotics? Or, oh, he's actually going for triple robotics to actually catch up. He's playing a very nice catch-up game right now. Only being 1 Colossus behind right now, I think, yeah. Actually, Mr. Psyche only has 2 Colossus himself, and is still on 2 bases and is supply blocked. So that's actually going to put him behind quite a bit. If this game pans out for much longer, actually Anima's going to be in a very, very good position because he will just have the better Colossus production, he will have better mineral income, he will have better gas income, and he will have more gates, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely ahead so far, and the longer that Mr. Psyche waits to take his third base, the more he's going to fall behind. He is going to clear out the locks now to try and take his third, but it's already very late.
Yeah, it's very late, and actually Anima is in a good position. The only thing I really don't like is the blink upgrade, because in late game PvP you will not use stalkers at all, because they just don't deal the damage or just tank the damage that you want to be tanked by them. So I think that's not a really smart decision, and he should definitely make all of his gateways that he still has into warp gates, which he's doing now.
Yeah, but one behind Darkshine. We do see it come down now from Mr. Psyche. I can't find it on the map. There it is on the map. There are
That's
observers out on the field, so he might see this before it actually comes.
Yeah, and actually he does have one cannon at least at the natural base, and he's planting a lot of them and is at his third, so he's actually fully aware of the threat of Dark Templars, so I think he's very safe against them, because he just has these cannons everywhere to actually detect them, to attack them, to basically get rid of them. They're very, very fast. But well, gonna see how this pans out. If he's actually gonna go for a lot of Dark Templars, or if he's just gonna go for one or two and just harass a little bit with them.
Yeah, I think including them into his main army now is a good idea, because there's no observer with Annie's army, so a few Dark Templars might turn this tide of battle, but it's about 50 supply difference now between the two.
I mean, Anima is going ahead quite a bit with that huge production that he has. He's actually ahead in Workers too, and he's ahead in Zealots, and is on the same level with Colossus. But if he doesn't have any observers with his army, this will get crushed if the Dark Templars do arrive there fast enough, and they're actually moving out. And well, if they find this army, they're going to kill quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, Annie's observer was picked off. This army has to go home. These Dark Templars are going to come down and do a bit of damage, but there's not really much they can do with all these cannons there.
Yeah, he should focus on the armor right now. I don't think that Anima actually saw these Dark Templars, so if you can catch a Colossus maybe with 4 Dark Templars with these upgrades, that would be great. But he's moving in right now, and he's gonna see these cannons and actually gonna let one of the Dark Templars die. And well, he's only killed 3 probes up until now, I think, with these Dark Templars.
Yeah, it's a bit of a waste of Dark Templars, really. They're just going to get cleared up so easily.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he couldn't really be sure that there would be cannons or anything, but he might have thought that there might be some cannons, and he definitely should have pulled back after the first Dark Templar died and just run away, because now he basically wasted them for just a few probes, and he's behind in that probe count anyways quite a bit, so that didn't really equalize enough to actually be worth it.
No, it's definitely not the comeback that he wanted. He's going to try and clash with a bit of a warp session, but Annie's just going to push out now.
Yeah, and if Anima actually just pushes out right now and goes head to head with the army of his opponent, he will just kill it, because he doubles the Colossus count of his opponent. He has 8 Colossus while his opponent only has 4. So if that battle actually commences, that's going to be ridiculous. Even though Mr. Psyche has 5 Immortals, which are very, very strong in the later stages, because they can just kill Colossus so easy. And I think that he's going to go under them fast enough, because Animus is also in the Zealot lead.
Yeah, a few DTs coming into the base of Annie. Going to do a little bit of damage. Army's going to have to be pulled back. So many High Templar on the field now.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart, going into the Archons before his opponents can.
Yeah. He's going to try and... If he can take out the Storm, then he might be able to come back into the game. Where's Annie's army? Can he see it? Is he going to get it? He gets it down.
That's very, very well done. Well, I don't think that the Storm upgrade is that important in PvP, because the Storm doesn't really do any damage. I don't know why he researched it anyways. But he's going for the Archons now, which I think is the way smarter thing, because Archons can just tank so much damage in this matchup. They can just tank Colossus for days, so that's a very, very smart move there, I think.
Yeah, 4th hidden now, coming from Mr. Psyche. I do quite like this idea.
Yeah.
More hidden.
Yeah, I mean, he's behind anyways. The Dark Shrine didn't really help, so he's gonna just take an expansion. But the push-out is coming right now from Anima, and well, they're on the same supply, and I think they have the same upgrades too. No, actually, he's one attack upgrade and one shield upgrade ahead of his opponent, so if this attack actually commands before the 3-3 upgrade finishes for Mr. Psyche and before these Colossus come out, I think that Anima might be in the position to actually win this battle and kill his opponent because he is just so many Colossus ahead of his opponent.
Yeah, he is going to push out. He's going to see there's no fourth, but it's actually hidden. And Mr. Psyche's just going to push out, try and trap his opponent. He's
That is
tanking so much damage.
But this surface area is so much better for the Colossus of the Psyche because two of the Colossus are not even shooting for Anima. But the Colossus count is just so huge that he's just pulling ahead 20 supply, and all of the opponent's Colossus are just exposed, and there's still 8 up for Anima. But he needs to pull back now because if all of these zealots get on the Colossus, they're gonna have a really bad time. But they do kill the zealots before they can actually do too much bad things to the Colossus.
Yeah, they just get roasted. I think he should take 2 Colossus and just put them in this mineral line here now. I think that would just do so much damage, but he's going to keep them all together.
Yeah.
Get some DTs in this Psyche. He might be able to hold this off, but that's just too many Colossus.
I mean, the Colossus are just roasting everything, and Stalkers are definitely not the right choice right now to actually kill them, but they're tanking a little bit of damage, but then just falling too, and another Colossus dying for Mr. Psyche, and Anima should just try to move, just move over the wall, trying to get back to any kind of support units, that being Stalkers right now, and to just try to reproduce the army, because right now, I think with the fourth base being up and actually mining, he's ahead right now again. And actually, look at his mineral bank. That is so huge. He can just swap in so many zealots.
Yeah, this person is going to be picked off by these Stalkers. Or is it? No, the damage on the DC is just too much. They're going to clear up these Stalkers.
Yeah, but well, just 2 DTs for 3 Stalkers, and he's just gonna try to kill the opponent of his well, I just have a brain lag. Sorry. He's just gonna try a little bit of damage to the weapon facilities of his opponent, because there are no workers left in the main, obviously. Well, he could actually mine around 1,600 gas from the simulators, which I don't think he actually realized, unfortunately.
No, I don't think he spotted that yet, but he's built back up his army. He's just going to push out. It's like he's going to try and do a bit of damage to his fourth, but I don't know. It's looking a very difficult position for Mr. Psyche.
Mr. Psyche right now is without any kind of Colossus, so if all of this army gets caught up, which I don't think it actually gets because they're just going to do a little bit of crazy base race thing, these Stalkers will get roasted way too fast, but actually it's now about the question who pulls back earlier, I think, because they are not going to base race, are they? Are they seriously going to base race at the 30-minute mark nearly?
I don't know. It depends. Well, no, he's just going to push.
Alright, Anima is quite sure that he will be able to hold this, I think, because actually these Stalkers are just I think he can hold that maybe if he actually warps in enough units. But he's now killing a third of his opponent. Does he actually know? I think he actually knows about the hidden fourth, which might come into handy later if he did not for Mr. Psyche.
No, he doesn't know about the hidden fourth. He just thinks he's on free base.
Oh wow, he actually didn't see it. I'm surprised because actually his Colossus did walk over there, but they didn't see anything, which is quite crazy.
Yeah, it was just out of the way, but the upgrade is really helping Anime now. This army's just fallen.
I mean, the shield upgrade is actually helping quite a bit because actually the buildings live longer with the shield upgrade, which might just come very, very handy for him in this base race scenario. But Mr. Psyche is actually pulling back because he doesn't think that he can actually win the base race because the natural of him is already falling, and he is moving, and Anima is moving into the main of Mr. Psyche and is just killing the rest of the forces there.
Yeah, he's going to lose his main. There's just too many Colossus, too many Stalkers. No matter what he warps in, he's not going to be able to hold this off.
Yeah, but if you if you look at the base of Anima, he has 5 Colossus, 2 Archons, and 12 Zealots there. And I don't think that this Stalker and Immortal Frost will be able to beat that. He might just lose the game right now because he doesn't have a force left, and they are on move command. They only go into the attack command right now, and there are just way too many Colossus. They just roast the army, and there we go, GG by Mr. Psyche.
Good game by Mr. Anime. Just ahead of his opponent all the time.
Yeah, it's very, very well played by both of them, but in the end, Anima was just, he's economically just kicked in way too much, and he could just, he also just did the better army in the end, I think, because the Colossus, there were just so many Colossus in his base back, and they could just roast these Stalkers so easily.
Yeah, definitely his Colossus count did help him out in the engagements, and also his upgrades as well. Taking the third forge really did allow him to get the upgrades out quicker.
Yeah, absolutely right. Okay, just getting random messages on Facebook, wow. But we are on the second game of the semis right now. Anima being 1 game up right now. And we are on Cloud Kingdom for this game. And, well, just gonna kick it in. Another PvP, I think. And if both players are ready, we're gonna start this game. Gonna have a little bit of fun in another PvP, I think.
And let's check in both players already now. Going to get this game underway as quickly as possible. And both players are ready, so we're going to get this game underway.
So we are in the loading screen right now, pretty close being in game. We're on Cloud Kingdom, WCS version obviously, and I think we're actually gonna go into that later of the game, this game. But first we're gonna have the players introduced right now. Again, Anima's computer being a little bit of slow at the beginning of the game, but we're in game now. And in the upper right hand position we have our Orange Zerg being 1 game down, Protoss being 1 game down right now, Mr. Psyche.
And in the lower left-hand corner, he is 1 game up. He is Annie. So what would you do now if you were Ami and you were 1 game up? Would you just 4-gate or play the macro game again?
I think he really wants to play the macro game. Well, I think I would try to do a little bit of sneaky harassment, maybe even go for Dark Templars or something like that. But I don't know. That might just be me being a very unnice guy in best of threes. Just if I'm 1 game up, I'm just gonna try to rush you until you're dead. But actually, I think the map choice was quite decisive about what Mr. Psyche maybe wants to do, because Cloud Kingdom is quite famous for the blink up onto the high ground of the bases if you're playing PvP. Blink Stalkers are so great on this map because you just have such big surface area from the base down to the well, the base right next to the main base. You can just blink up very, very easy and can just kill off a lot of probes because the mineral line is just right next there. So this might be a little bit of prediction why Mr. Psyche picked this map, and maybe he's going to try to do that.
Yeah, I think that's quite likely as well. But then again, it is well-known tactics, so Annie might be expecting this. Do you see the probe coming from Mr. Psyche now? Is going to get the scout and pylon placement down.
Yeah, and up until now, obviously being the standard game again, PvP for the first 5 minutes, like the absolute lamest matchup ever, except for maybe the time when you actually get a proxy 2-gate with Zealot Rush, but that really doesn't happen that often, I think.
No, it did happen a week or 2 ago. It might have
really?
even been longer than that, but it's not happening in this game. Annie going down for the same double gas as he did before. Just going to clear this probe away.
I mean, they're both playing the same game, obviously, again, but something that really bothers me with Anima is just his pylon placement, like in the last game, for a second assimilator, he kind of blocks the way with this pylon. I mean, he's trying to block off any kind of attack, but he's not playing against the Zerg players, so I don't think that actually a lot of players will go through there anyways. And I think he's blocking the path just a little bit right now again with the pylon.
Yeah, it's just a teeny tiny bit, but it's not going to have a huge difference. But every little difference will help. Will affect the game.
This game actually, it's not that hard, but in the last game they actually had to take quite a big circle to actually get around, and that just slowed down the gas mining quite a bit. I mean, right now it's like 200 gas behind from the first to the second simulator, which should stay the same throughout the game. But in the last game, it was actually, in the end, it was something like 350. So it could have gotten like 150 more gas from the second assimilator, because just because of the way the probes have to walk, because they just have to walk so much longer.
Yeah, it's essentially coming down now for Mr. Psyche, so it's going to play a little bit defensive for the first few minutes. A little bit coming down now for Ami. Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Psyche is doing the exact thing I said. He's going for the Twilight Council right now, and he's going for 2 more warp gates. Actually, that Twilight Council is quite hidden, so he might also just go Dark Templars to just finish him off right now. While Anima is actually doing the perfect thing against both, because he's going for the early robotics, probably going to get out an Immortal, and after that an Observer, or the other way around. So I actually think that he's perfectly prepared for what Mr. Psyche has planned right now.
Yeah, I think an Observer out first would be the better choice, really, because he's going to be able to pick off his opponent's Observer. And
yeah, really easy, and that's actually the perfect thing for him to do. Because if he has the Immortal out, he will just be able to kill off any kind of Stalker pressure that his opponent's going to make, and he's actually will need to actually blink around the Immortal to try to get in and actually snipe a few probes. And, that's basically the perfect thing, and he also obviously has the Earl Observer to actually kill off his opponent's Observer, as you said.
Yeah, but is an Immortal coming out into the field now first? There's no pylon for Mr. Psyche. He's going to try and put one down now. Nope. Oh, yes, he does. Good man.
They are pretty on point with their pylons. That's pretty cool. And actually, we do have a forward pylon by Mr. Psyche right now. And hallucination being researched by Anima. That's pretty cool. So he's probably gonna scout with that, or maybe even do something crazy, like scare his opponent. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, nice scare tactic. I'd like to see. Are these stalkers going to see each other? They must have seen each other. Yes, they do. And he knows his opponent is moving out. He's going to move back to defend.
Yeah, that's... Wow, he's reacting pretty good. I mean, he obviously has the stalker count not as large as his opponent, because his opponent just has 2 more stalkers. And he's reacting pretty good. And again, Anima's actually gonna try to play the macro game right now, going for the robotics bay already, and actually building a nexus for his expansion. But against Blink, that might not be very smart, because he can just try to halve his opponent's army, so Anima's army that is, by just blinking up, and there we go, trying to snipe the Immortal.
And he moved out of position. If his army was to be there, these stalkers wouldn't have been able to get up. But they're going to be trapped. Oh, no, they do get out. Blink just finished.
Yeah, that was a nice idea, but by Mr. Psyche. But in the end, he just lost. He basically lost 2 stalkers for free, which is obviously not what you want to have. And he only killed a few. I only killed like 1 or 2 probes. Actually, only 1 probe, and just taking out a bit of the shields of the Immortal, which already regenerated.
Yeah, and he's going to lose his Observer now, so these Blink Stalkers are fairly useless. He's going to have to pull back. Anime's got his second up. He's in a very strong position so far.
Yeah, and now we do see the standard thing, one behind Dark Shrine, obviously. Going for his natural right now, just trying to hold off attacks, and then just gonna try to do a lot of damage with the Dark Shrines in the background.
Still haven't seen any hallucination yet. He's got quite a lot saved up, so I think we might just see some big scary unit be popped out now. Come on. Do it.
Yeah, well...
Ooh, no, he gets stuck. There's the Colossus.
Where am I? Whoa, where? There we go. Oh wow, the Colossus walking in first. Lol. Well, he might know that this is a fake Colossus because he didn't actually break the force field, so he actually knows that this is fake. But still, I think just with the two models, he actually has. Okay, he had enough firepower to actually kill all his opponent's army. But now he did lose both the models. Mr. Psyche has one left, and the hallucination tactics didn't quite work because just because of the force fields, which was very, very lucky for Mr. Psyche.
Yeah, Mr. Psyche realizing it's a fake, not going to be scared by it. He's going to push this attack back. Do you see some DTs moving out across the field now? The observer is back in Mr. Psyche's base. It's well out of position. There's no cannons down now as well. This will do quite a bit of damage.
The forge is being built and the Colossus is going to come out, and in the queue of the robotics facility there's already an observer being made. So I think these DTs coming in right now will obviously do quite a bit of damage, but it's not going to be a total game ender, I think, because definitely there's a good chance that Colossus will eventually pop out and then just the observer being built too. But right now they are free to just eat probes all day, just nom them away easily.
Yeah, only 8 workers killed, 9 workers, 10 workers killed so far. 11, it just keeps going up, 12 workers net killed so far. It's going to lose a lot of mining time though on this base. It's got to have to wait for this observer. There's the observer, he can push out now.
I think this definitely paid off, and if his opponent is slow, he might just get the next. Okay, he's actually not going to get the Nexus, but well, he pulls back. But the observer and the army are not moving down right now, and he's just losing a lot of health on the Nexus.
He might get the Nexus. Where's the observer?
No,
Is it
not
in
enough.
range?
Yeah, there we go. It's close. It's just like 1 or 2 hits away from dying. But well, I think he's actually going to try to kill it later on. He's just going to try to move in with like another DT and just trying to get off 1 or 2 hits on it, which will actually be enough to kill it easily.
It's a shame because he moved his second DT away from the Nexus. He could have picked it off if he had both working on it at the same time. But
Yeah,
you see lots of cannons coming down now. The defense, but Warp Prism's nearly done now for Mr. Psyche, so he's going to try and pick off this Nexus if he can.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a huge win because there are only two Nexi up, and right now if Anima is actually going to lose that Nexus, that's going to put him far behind, I think, because he already lost so many workers, so much mining time, and the production of the probes is just going to be so much hindered if he actually loses the second Nexus that it's going to be really hard to catch up, I think.
Yep, third coming down now for Ami. 2 DTs been warped in. They're going to just wait for their chance to move in. There they go. It's not going to be a whole lot of damage they can do here. They might be able to pick off a Stalker or a Sentry.
Yeah, but well, he's gonna go for the third right now. The observer's still chilling somewhere at the natural, I think. I don't know. Okay, it's actually with the army, and they're gonna kill this Dark Templar. He should have just run away. If he would have run away, he might just get away and just not die. But unfortunately for him, he died anyways. And well, there's a photon cannon being built in the middle run of the natural base, which is a very smart thing because he's quite sure that there's going to be an attack with the Warp Prism. Actually died with 2 Dark Templars in it right now.
Yeah, a big loss for Mr. Psyche. That attack failed, his Warp Prism's dead, he's lost more Stalkers, more Dark Templars. It's taking his third now, but it is very late. Especially since his second was so late as well.
Yeah, but I think he kind of just wants to move out, and I actually think he should, because he has 3 Immortals, and he has the Zealot lead. Okay, he doesn't have the Zealot lead. I'm lying again. Anima just swapped in quite a few Zealots, so he's not in the Zealot lead anymore, so he might not move out. Obviously, the 3 Immortals being very strong against Colossus, so he might just want to snipe them. But afterwards, well, I think up until that point he's going to lose so much because of the 2 Colossus that he might not be able to kill the rest of the army.
Yeah, and he does have the slight upgrade advantage, 1+ weapons. He might be able to pick off this third though, but Mr. Psyche does see this army move across the field. He's going to have to move in to defend, but is he going to get it? He will get it in time. It just depends how much damage he can be done.
There's the big battle commencing. Obviously, Mr. Psyche doesn't have any Colossus, so he's not able to actually stomp these force fields and he's definitely gonna lose the third. He's 20 supply behind, and I mean, army supply-wise, he's way behind. He only is on one Colossus. He is behind on Zealots. He's behind on Stalkers, and he only has the 3 Immortals that actually might win in the game. And I think he's trying to go for a counterattack. He's trying to get for a counterattack right now because he's far behind, and he just wants to go the third to actually get everything straight again. But there are so many units, and he's gonna get sandwiched now.
Yeah, he's going to get caught between 2 armies. Pulling play by Annie, pulling back once he's taken out his third. But he does lose his own third, but there's just too much here. I don't think Mr. Psyche can get out of this alive.
Well, he cannot really pull back. He's trying to run away, but he's just gonna get so much damage on his army. And if Enema just gonna push through right now, he will just win because he's 40 supply ahead. I don't think that Mr. Psyche can actually recover from that.
Yep, there are. How many is this? 7 DTs out in the field now, being morphed into Archons. Good choice since there is detection. He's going to be able to clear up this army, but these Archons aren't going to do much if there's not much they're helping. It's only one Colossus.
It's going to be a very, very harsh battle. It's 1-1 versus 0-1, and actually, well, Anima's just throwing away a lot of Zealots, so wow, okay, that was a very, very bad move.
Yeah, big mistake there.
If he would have just attacked around at the third, just go around and then just going in with a much bigger surface area, he might just be able to kill him straight out. But now he just walked through that very, very close, very, very small, narrow choke point, and he just let like 10 Zealots just die for free, basically.
Yeah, he gave away his lead that he had to the army. He could have crushed this, but unfortunately he's going to let Mr. Psyche come back into the game. Psyche is going to take a hidden 4th. Something he's done before, so I quite like this again.
So he's actually not that far behind on his third base timing. Probe-wise, he's also just 9 probes behind. So if you actually get these 4 bases up and running, he's in a very, very nice spot because he's not going to be behind at all. He has better probe production, and he will have the better army production after all. But he just needs to hold this until actually everything can kick in for him.
Yeah, there's probes, so many probes now on the third army. He really needs to expand, or just move some back to his second. This is very undersaturated.
Yeah, but I actually think he should send all of the probes at the third right now up to this 4th, because that will actually, if he makes a big transfer right now and he will not get spotted, which I actually don't think will happen because there's a Zealot. Okay, he's actually just checking if the third is there overall. If he gets a nice probe transfer right now, he will. There's no need to actually ready them later on. And if he gets through right now, the base is in a good position, and he might not get scouted there.
Yeah, the Zealot is going to do a little bit of hassle, but the army moves in. It's going to be cleared up, no problem. Observer coming in to see his main, see how much he's got there. He's not going to see an awful lot.
Oh my god, just look at the third of Anima. The saturation. Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch. These are a few too many probes.
I can't even count, that's just too many.
Let me just
pylon coming up for Annie up the top. Hasn't seen this space yet, but if Mr. Psyche moves probes over now, it's going to get spotted.
Yeah, actually, 36 probes mining at this one base.
3 more Archons being morphed now. Mr. Psyche's pulled back with his army, I think.
Yeah, he's actually caught up in supply overall very, very nicely. He's only 20 supply behind right now. And did Anima actually... Okay, he didn't actually spot the 4th base. Even if there's a pylon very, very nearby, he didn't actually spot it. But there's also only 2 probes mining from there, so... oh my god, he's actually transferring probes. This... If Anima actually sees this...
A dead giveaway that there's a base there. He must be paying attention to the map. He must be. Yeah. Yes, he's going to move in for the kill now. Mr. Psyche is going to move in to defend as well. So.
Yeah, that's actually going to be quite the decisive battle in this game, because if he loses the 4th, he might just lose the game straight up, because he's going to be behind in in economy so much again that this game just might be over. Well, or it's actually going to be in a bad position at least.
Yeah, I think this army from Mr. Psyche, no, it's just going to pull back. I thought he might be able to take this army out of anime, but nope. He's going to pull back, bide his time, build up the big force, then go crush his opponent.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I count him out way too early. I don't know. My mouth just does things that I don't want him to, like saying things like "doth." But there's going to be a big clash right now. 30 supply behind for Mr. Psyche, and there are a few hallucinated Colossus actually being warped in, and the force is just going to get crushed. 4 Colossus left for Anima, and actually there are only 3 left, plus there's no real support for Mr. Psyche, and he's just going to lose all of these Colossus. He is 30 supply behind, actually 40 supply behind right now, and there are still 3 Colossus plus 4 Stalkers actually hammering away on the third of Mr. Psyche.
There's 8 DTs into the third now of Annie. There's no detection here, no units to deal with this. There is actually an observer, but if he can clear off these Stalkers before they come out, he might be able to pull this back.
Yeah, I think Mr. Psyche can hold his third, but afterwards, I mean, he lost a lot of probes actually, and if Anima is just gonna... Oh, we actually did a nice counterattack, okay. Did I miss that? I missed that. A lot of dead probes. A lot of dead probes.
Can take down this Twilight Archives as well. Can take down the gas. Can he take down the Side Templar as well? For the storm? The storm does come down, but it's not enough.
Just for the record, he killed 47 workers right now. That's
and put in 2 bases behind. Killed 2 bases as well.
Yeah, I mean, right now the supply is virtually the same. 13 probes behind for Anima, so army-wise, he is ahead by around 10 supply, but obviously worker-wise, he's so far behind right now. And he's obviously behind on bases because Mr. Psyche is taking his 4th right now, and if you can actually probe that up, he's in a very, very nice position. That counterattack might just brought him back into the game very, very nicely.
I think it is. I think Annie's going to scout this 4th. I thought this was a probe going to try and take this hidden 4th, but it's not. Just a zealot, unfortunately. But Annie, with such the lead early on, he's looking in bad shape now.
I mean, again, well, this time it was a very, very nice battle actually, but in the end, the counterattack he didn't actually pay attention to. That just crushed so many probes to Nexi and just did so much damage overall. Crazy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He'd seen the DTs before. I don't know why he didn't put up a cannon or 2, just to be sure. Just to be a little bit more safe. Do see some zealots move in. Can try and take out the 3rd again. But I don't think this can be very effective. They might be able to get a few more probe kills. And
yeah.
What's this kind of time light? Yeah, all the probes are going to be there.
Yeah, the thing is, also he did a lot of long distance mining actually. If you pay, well, he didn't really pay attention. He had at his 5th base, I guess. There was a lot of probes were mining there, and they were just long distance mining to the natural of him, and they are still. So it was quite lucky that that the units didn't find that much probes. The zealots are at the 3rd because they were still long distance mining, but in the end that also cost them a lot of minerals.
And Mr. Psyche going to get the late game scout. He is actually. It's not going to see much though. Bam, dead. Oh well, it was a brave attempt, but 10 more workers killed for Mr. Psyche.
That is a lot. He's put himself in such a nice position, economy-wise. I mean, if you just look at the bank, it's for Anima it's just 60 minerals and 800 gas, while it's 1,500 minerals and 270 gas for Mr. Psyche. I mean, he doesn't have that much gas, but he has 2,000 minerals banked up, and he can just warp in round after round of zealots. But there's a big attack commencing on the 4th of Mr. Psyche, and the 4th actually goes down with not too many losses of Anima.
Yeah, Mr. Psyche's army just caught our position. It was too slow getting back there, but is Army going to lose his army now? There's so many Archons here.
Yeah, but actually, Anima just runs away, just hallucinates another Colossus actually to stay, just for a little bit of trollolol, I think. but it doesn't really change anything. And well, he just now he's basically in the position of Mr. Psyche before. He's just trying to get up his fourth right now. He's just trying to get back into the game, economy-wise, and also army-wise behind this, because now he's the one that is nearly 20 supply behind.
Yeah, and he's going down with another Zealot attack. This DT is trying to clear them up, but these Zealots have charged, so they're just running away from it. Come on, DT, you can do it. Come on. No, these Zealots are just too fast. They do all get cleared up, though.
Yeah, finally. And actually, Mr. Psyche trying to take another Sticky base. Well, is that still the same pylon that was there like 10 minutes ago? That's ridiculous if he actually didn't kill that.
Yeah, same pylon.
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, he will probably scout the probe that went there just to plant down the 5th of Mr. Psyche, so he might actually know about the 5th base. But right now, there's another attack on the 4th of Anima, and there's no army nearby, so he's gonna 100% lose that before he can actually pull back his army.
Yeah, he is going for a counterattack with the Stalkers, but as Colossus there ready, he's just going to pick them off.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just gonna... well, they're just sending out their army to the 4th base of his opponent, just to kill it off and just hope that there's nothing there to actually kill it. But now there's, well, as you said, there's another force moving into the natural of Mr. Psyche, just killing off another few probes. And that's just basically what they do at this point. They're just trying to do some counterattacks, and they don't really want the heavy clash of the armies, which you actually will usually see in these PvP battles, I think.
Yeah, neither player wants to fully engage that now. They just want to do a bit of pokey-pokey. Though I think Mr. Psyche does have the stronger army now, especially with this massive warping of DTs again. 8 more DTs.
Yeah, well, with that big of a lead in supply, he's 30 supply ahead. I think that's also a lot of army. If we just look at the probe count, it's actually 5 probes in favor of Anima. So it's actually army-wise, it's around 40 supply ahead right now, army-wise, which is just such a massive force. I mean, if he just takes all the Stalkers and Zealots from the top, which he has planted around his 5th, and his main army just going to pull everything to Anima's base, he might just be able to crush him.
Yeah, and army now with the DTs out in the field, Mr. Psyche only has 1 observer out in the field, so these DTs could do a lot of damage if they get into the right position.
Yeah, I mean, the observer's actually back at the base of Mr. Psyche. I mean, it's being there for forever, so I don't think he will actually scout that.
These DTs do get cleared up. That is a big force now for Mr. Psyche. He can just push, I think.
Yeah, and he's pretty close to being maxed out. And well, is he actually gonna pull the whole army back to just kill a few of these Dark Templars? Okay, he's actually gonna do that. Maybe he's gonna let his 5th base fall, or okay, well, I don't know. He's just letting the DT do his thing up there, not really caring, whatever. But he's reacting now.
Yeah, there comes the army. Can the DT get away? Yes.
Oh, it actually just runs away. Wow, that's a manly DT right there.
He lives to stab another day.
Yeah, right. But right now, I think Mr. Psyche should just push. I don't know what he's waiting for, because he's not really producing any probes anymore. He's not setting up his 5th base in any way. He's just standing there and just doing nothing, basically. He's close to being maxed out. He has quite the bank right now. And he could just swap in another few rounds of Zealots maybe, and then just move out, because he just has the minerals and he just has the free supply.
Yeah, he's going to try and do a Colossus drop. It's not going to get spotted, but this time he's just going to move in now. Oh, come on, just move in. Oh, fine, he's not going to move in just yet.
He's afraid. Damn War Prism. But he's not White Raw. You cannot pull it off as nice as White Raw does. 100%, it's not possible.
No. Few Zealots going to clear away this army, but these Zealots do get those. There are hallucinations. Might just scare Mr. Psyche, but he's just got the bigger force. He's got so many Stalkers, so many Archons, so many Colossus.
Mr. Psyche had the better support for his Colossus. He had the high Colossus count, and he had the way better surface area, so That was quite the decisive battle, and right now he's 80 supply ahead, and he can just push through with this huge force, and Anima actually has to GG secondly, and there we go. There is the GG. It is 1-1 in this semi-final.
That was a long game. That was a very
Yeah.
good game as well. It was back and forth
Definitely.
constantly. You weren't sure what the players were going to do, if they were going to pull ahead. But a very nice game, I think.
Well. Anima really likes these late game PvPs, I think. Just does that the second time now, actually, just going into the very late game. But oh well, who would blame him? It's a pretty cool matchup, even though they make it really cool, because usually it's just this kind of game where two Protoss players throw Colossus at each other like it's Lego stones. I don't know. They just throw these units at each other, just waiting for them to kill something important.
Yeah, do have an update on the brackets now. Do you want to hear the news?
Oh yes, please.
It is going to be Hef in the final. He is a Protoss player from Korea.
Who would have expected the Korean to go through? Oh my god, that's such an upset.
Oh, well. So, more PvP action on the way, guys.
Oh no! Well, whatever. It's actually Ohana being the pick of Anima, and well, okay, actually, apparently Heave is not quite going through, but whatever. Gonna talk about that later. Okay, actually go after this game, and well, we're gonna hop into it. PvP on Ohana. Let's go. So there we go. Yeah, nearly in game again. I always want to say we're in game, but we're not. Or we're close to being in game because the loading screen doesn't take very long with all these nice PCs. And there we go. We're in game again. Anima lagging. I don't know what it is, but apparently his computer doesn't like the early game. There you go.
Just like him, he prefers the late game.
Yeah, I think so too. And in the upper left-hand position, we have our blue Protoss player. Losing the last game, it is Anima.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, he is Mr. Psyche.
So Ohana, very cool pick actually. I'm not quite sure. Obviously, I'm just predicting, just shooting in the blue, but we might see double proxy gate. I don't know. Anima is just. He just played way too standard up until now. And Ohana's such a nice map with these grass patches to actually block off the vision to do that. I don't know. He's already planning down pilot in his main, so it might just be done. But I actually would like to see it a little bit. I don't know.
I would have loved to see it as well. I don't think we are going to see it. These players are just both too standard.
Yeah, they both play very safe. Obviously, in best of 3 in the ace game, you always want to do your best game, your A level game. But I mean, I would have actually liked to see it. And Ohana's a great map to do it. But we do see the standard opening, the standard warp gate in the main, and well, just gonna see how this game pans out. If it's gonna be another really late game.
I think it is going to be as well. Well, Mr. Psyche taking his gas, just like he has done before. Both players just doing exactly what they've been doing.
I mean, they don't want to throw to something stupid. If they actually rush and it fails or it gets scouted, they might just lose on spot, and they obviously don't want to happen right in the ace match, being close to the finals. So we're actually gonna see how this pans out, because obviously they just do the standard thing, being pretty much exactly perfect timed, both players scouting their opponent, planning down some warp gates, some gas, and all that jazz.
Yeah, neither player wants to give this game away yet, especially after that last match where it was so back and forth, so changing. You didn't know who was going to win until the very end.
Yeah, I mean, these games up until now were great. I mean, they were very long, PvPs, which I usually don't really like, but in the end they turned out to be great games with a lot of harass, a lot of back and forth, and then a little bit of sloppiness from one of the players which just set his opponent a little bit ahead. So really, really good games.
And finally, some deviation in the build. Proxy Pylon coming down for both players. Yay!
Yeah, some deviation. Wow, these players, they do develop the absolute same style in every game apparently. But we do see a second gate going down for Anima already. And are we actually going to see a third gate right now? Oh, we're actually going to see a third gate, and we might just see the 4 gate out of him with the proxy pylon. We might also see the absolute same thing from Mr. Psyche.
Yep, I think so. But Anima is going to get the scout on this pylon. It's going to clear that up. So a bit unfortunate.
I mean, obviously you want it in a position where you can reinforce fast, but that position of the proxy pylon was just way too ballsy. That was too close.
Yeah, definitely too close. He's going to try and get another one down now to the left.
That's the absolute same position his opponent actually chose for his proxy pylon. No deviations at all. But Mr. Psyche is actually going to develop the 4 gate. He's actually just planning down his 3 other gates, and it's just chrono boosting the warp gate technique, and well, actually being a 3 gate out of Anima. So if he can hold that with a 3 gate, he's in a very, very good position.
Yeah, it's quite a bit hard to do, especially being supply blocked now. Come on, get those pylons down. But he could hold the 3 gate with the 4 gate. To see the warping of Stalkers. He is going to... Can he catch these units off guard? Is he... Anime must have seen these units moving.
Come on, Anime. That is free donation. Oh, no, it's not anymore. Okay. If he can actually rescue the sentry out of there, he might just want to suicide the Zealot because it's going to die either way, I think. He can actually hold that pretty easy if he just gets on a nice force field.
He does need to save the sentry.
Come on, force field. Oh, force field, force field, force field.
Yes.
Oh, very good force field. That was nearly perfectly. I mean, he lost the sentry, but he just killed so many stalkers, and I think the Fogger just failed. There are just 5 or 6 stalkers left, hammering away on the last few units, and well, he's swapping in 4 more stalkers right now, but I think Mr. Psyche, Anima should be able to hold this with the robotics facility out. Now, if he just gets an immortal, he's in a very, very nice position.
Yeah, I think the 4 gate has failed. He's going to push across the map. Do you see this 3 stalker warping from Anima? He's going to stop this expansion coming down.
I mean, that's basically just the panic expansion. Maybe I can get it down. Hopefully, maybe I can just transition out of it, but the chances are not very high. The problem is that he will take a lot of damage on these 3 stalkers that are in the base right now, while the other stalkers are moving up, and he just mismicroed there a little bit. But in the end, he will kill all the stalkers of his opponent, and well, yeah, there we go. Only 2 stalkers and the Zealot left, and now he's the probe pull, and he might just wanna yeah, just kite that away, kill the Zealot with a little bit of kiting, and then just try to hammer away on the last few probes. And he has the forward pylon, he could just reinforce, which he is doing right now, so he's in a very, very nice position.
Yeah, he needs to get one warp down. He's got the money, he's got the pylon. Just warp in and go. He can take this game now. Come on.
I mean, obviously he wants to finish this right now, because otherwise even though he's a little bit behind tech-wise, if the expansion gets up so much faster than the one of his opponent, he might also recover from the lost workers, which are already 8 in fact.
Yeah, there's just so many stalkers on the field. He's just going to keep this pressure up. He can clear off the stalkers, and there's going to be nothing in the base to stop him. A sentry comes down. He doesn't even get the force field off. It just gets picked off.
Yeah, I mean, it's not enough probes, and he just GG's out right now. He was at 9 supply. There was basically no way to recover. He just lost too many probes, and well, if a Fogger gets shut down like that and it just fails so hard, there's basically no way to actually hold it off. And there we go, the invite into the final game. Unfortunately, he had to quit because it was a little bit too late in Korea. But I think we're just gonna have a little bit of a... Okay, no, wait. Wow, okay, I'm off a little bit. We have E-Fi against Anima now because he obviously lives in South Korea, and well, if you as we all know, it's 9 hours in front of us, so it's pretty late there.
Yeah, unfortunately he had to leave, but it's going to be a TVP, so something a bit different. We are going to have a quick break, guys, so bear with us 1 minute. We'll be right back.
Well. So we're gonna have.
Yeah, just gonna have a quick break. We'll be right back with the finals. Don't go anywhere. Coming right up.
All the stars in an endless sky couldn't shine as bright as you and I. The way you're making me feel tonight, stellar, fucking stellar. We're so close, I'm afraid we might explode as soon as we ignite. The way you're making me feel tonight, stellar, fucking stellar.
Right, guys, we are back. Just waiting on one of the players to get back and the cars to get back, and we will be ready to go.
Hello, I am back.
Oh, ha, ha.
Back. Hello.
Hello. Right, guys, we're just waiting for Elfie to get Efi. There we go. He says go. I'm going to hand it over to the casters, and let's get this best of 3 finals underway.
Let's get some party going after this song, man. I'm pumped now. Need to go to the club right now. Well. A TVP, finally. Something that is not Protoss, or not pure Protoss. That's great. Hallelujah.
Yay.
Won the game. And, oh, how unexpected. Anime's PC kind of died at the beginning of the game.
Wow.
Would expect that.
He needs to use the preloader, honestly.
Yeah, something like that. We're on the game right now, and in the upper right-hand position of Cloud Kingdom, we have our red Terran player, Effie.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, he is Annie.
Oh, something that is not pure Protoss. That's so great. That just made my day, I think.
Yeah, nice to see Terran versus Protoss in the files, I think.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice. I like Terran versus Protoss. It's cool. Actually, I'm a bit surprised we didn't see any Zerg on the stream today. Did we? No, we didn't, right?
Yes, we did see.
Oh, we did. Right.
A bit earlier.
You are right, definitely. But now we're in a TVP, and now Effie can actually put down the supply depot right next to his command center, which he wanted to do in the first place, I guess. This time it actually works, and, well, TVP, what are your expectations right now as a Terran player?
I hope we really see some ghosts. Early ghosts I'd love to see.
Really? So, I actually would like to see a storm opening myself, so not just going for something like the early Colossus or just one early Colossus like you see at the last few months, but I would like to see actually a pure what's it called, High Templar opening. Actually,
He desperately wants his probe out of his base. He's just
Yeah.
pulling 4 workers off to try and kill him.
definitely he doesn't like this probe. Get out. I'm a bit surprised to actually see Effie in the finals. I mean, obviously, it's first off because Heath did what's it called?
Win?
No, he declined to play in the finals. I'm sorry, I'm lacking words right now because it's getting late in Germany. But still, I'm quite surprised it's actually a bronze versus a gold player in the finals, because we don't see that too often, because usually bronze players obviously lose in the first few rounds because they always get unlucky and get the gold players first. But I like that. I like him being in the finals right now, being a little bit of a lower league player myself. I like having him in the finals right now.
And with the proxy power on the base, but it does get scouted. You have to cancel it. A bit of a shame.
Yeah, we do see a Nexus, or first actually, a Nexus first, just having a pylon down and then going for the Nexus first, which does unfortunately result in quite a big supply block right now, building 2 pylons and a warp gate right now behind this to actually catch up basically. But
Yeah,
this...
because he had to
Nexus-
cancel his pylon in Efi's base.
Right,
It's
that's
a bit
why.
unfortunate for him, but command center coming down now for Efi.
And well, they're both kind of going into quite a bit of macro game, I think, because they go for really early expansions. It's not quite as hard as the double hatchery before spawning pool, but that's just really manly. Okay, can't top that at all. But you see, actually a little bit of a wall off right now from Anima. So it's going for a fortune, a warp gate right now, having one warp gate in the main and one building at the front right now, and just kind of probing up right now with the Cyberknife scope being built at the wall of 2. Does he realize he's not playing against Dirk? I'm
I
not quite
don't
sure.
know, but against early building pressure, this might be quite effective, but he's only now just starting mining gas. He's been mining gas for quite a while, but if he's got this hidden SCV in his base.
Oh yeah, this will definitely come into handy later if we can just scout the whole base, because usually, obviously, the army of the Protoss is just gonna warp in at the front where the pylon is for the weapons at the beginning, and so we can just basically get at least one round through the main base of his opponent freely. So that's gonna be really really nice for him.
What I'd love to see if you do like now is Fusion Core, put Starport down with this Foxy SCV and Battlecruiser in his base. That would be amazing.
Definitely, that's a possibility. That happens
I don't
every
think we're
third
going
game.
to see it though, but it would be amazing. Like now, it's nothing but Marines for Efi and Ghost Academy coming down. Yay!
I think he listened to you.
Ghosts
Wow.
are amazing.
Well, they are pretty cool. But obviously they don't really work against Colossus that effectively, I think. So if we actually see the robotics coming down next, which I'm gonna plant down soon, then it's not gonna look that bright for Effie. But he's doing a big round right now, just scouting everything and then just walking to the front, just seeing 3 cannons being built. I have no idea where Anima's actually going with this build. He has 4 gates down right now, 3 photon cannons, and is just trying to get a lot of probes up. But actually, he's only mining from 1 gas. He only has 1 gas really running right now. His 2nd gas is up, but he's not mining it from the main, and he's just going for his 3rd and 4th gas right now.
Yeah,
That's
but mind
really
you,
weird.
with these 3 photon cannons, there's not a lot that Efi can do, especially with just Marines. It's not going to be able to push the front at all.
Definitely not, but I'm really not sure about this Ghost Rush because it's really early for Ghosts. I think you should have just gotten some Medivacs for the early pressure and then just drop, because if he would drop right now with basically absolutely no units out, he would just do tremendous damage to his opponent with just these few Marines.
Yeah, he's going to have a little poke in the wall, but these cannons are in range. He might be able to get the forge down, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh, he's just found the sweet spot. Only a few Marines need to shoot at it, but it will go down.
Well, the thing is that is not really that important right now because he's not researching anything, and it's just for the block right now. So it doesn't really, it's not really mattering that much, I think.
No, but if it can delay the tech just a little bit later on, then I think it's quite worth it.
Yeah, obviously, and it's just 1,500 free minerals. Wow, that'll be a lot. But I'm not quite sure what's up with Anima, because he's only on 4 gates and he's just stacking up 1,500 minerals right now, which he really really needs to spend. I'm not quite
He
sure.
needs to throw down another expansion or a few more gateways, I feel.
Yeah, definitely, and he really needs to tech, because right now there's actually a really really late Banshee coming up, I think, or am I? No, okay, that's. Oh, I just saw there was the Banshee cloak, and that's actually Ghost cloak. Okay, don't do that with my mind, Effie. But he has only these few stalkers, and if there are actually some medivacs coming out soon, this might get very very problematic, because as we all know, the warp tech units are not that great against medivac marines or ghosts or whatever, because they just get shot down, and they just the units of the turn just get up healed way too much.
Yeah, what's this ghost doing out in the field by himself?
He's a man.
He's a boss.
He's just waiting for the nuke to commence, and then he's just gonna bomb the whole base away.
Oh, nuke would be a brilliant. But he still hasn't got cloak yet.
Yeah, but if that is up, he might just want to try to lurk out some of the units of his opponent and then just nuke at the front door, basically. And there we go, nuclear missile being researched.
Yes, good man. See some more ghosts. Very marine heavy though. These stalkers could clear this army up if he doesn't get these EMPs right.
Yeah, definitely. But finally, some medivacs. These are really really late medivacs, and a lot of SCVs in the main base. Actually, it's highly over exaggerated. Whereas in second base, there are not that many SCVs. And he's supply blocked, but getting up his 3rd will actually give him a little bit of more supply. And my throat is just dying.
And Efi managing to hide this ghost away from the stalkers. It's clear for him to go up and block the nuke now. But there's going to be a lot of detection, so it's going to be quite risky.
And he's actually killing off his own warp gate right now. Why is he killing off his own warp gate? Oh no, he sees the ghost. Poor ghost dying.
Oh.
Why is he killing off his own warp gate?
He's blocked himself in, and he doesn't want to take down the cybernetics score. It's a bit
That's
unfortunate.
weird. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he just didn't kill the photon cannon and a pylon, because then he would have been able to get out.
Yeah, and I mean that would have been not quite as cost effective, but obviously he doesn't need the cannons right now that much. They are not gonna help at all, basically. But we do have 1-1 upgrades coming down for the Protoss, and actually 2 Vikings being built. So the turn is going into the Viking production, and all of the stalkers are basically getting cleared, and there are 2 nuclear missiles going down, if I'm correct. One going down at the third, and the second one is it? Or is there a second one? I don't think so.
I think it's just the first. It doesn't do much.
Nah. Well,
There's the second one.
there you
Can
go.
you get him out of position?
The units are moving to the Ghost, but they cannot see it, and well, he just cancels the Nexus, so this nuclear missile basically doesn't do anything except for killing 2 pylons.
Yeah, but killing 2 pylons in style, I think.
Well, that definitely, man. What is more so than killing something with a nuke? God damn it! There is nothing.
So only one medivac on the field. It's going to take quite a long time to heal this army. It was double stimmed to clear off these stalkers, so a bit of much, I think.
I'm really weirded out by this game at all. Like, what? These players are playing so weird, and because they're both playing so weird, it actually works out for them. Because none of them has actually a crazy edge right now. I mean, I'm seeing the Terran being a little bit ahead right now, because he has way higher tech and he has nukes, which is a big plus. But the Protoss is not in a very, very bad spot, so he's not like out of the game or anything.
No, the Viking count is still very low, so if you just get Colossus out, 2 more Colossus out on the field, they could do a lot of damage, especially with the high stalker count, being able to take the Vikings at bay. But he's just going to come try take off this third again. A few workers not doing anything, they should be fired immediately.
Defensive nuke, now, go, defensive nuke. Come on, 4 defensive nukes, because you can. Go. I was actually going to do a little bit of a ghost drop right now into the third or the main of his opponent, I think.
Yeah, do both. Both is good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there are any observers out, are they? No, it's actually just 1 observer, and I don't know where it is right now. So, okay, there actually cannons at the third, but not in the main, so...
No, if he docks into the main, then he can put a nuke into the main and the third.
Yeah, oh, right, that's very smart. But I actually would drop double nuke into the main, 1 for killing off the probes and 1 for... or just 2 of them to kill off 3 pylons right there, who are basically powering both robotics facilities, 3 warp gates, and the 2 forges. So just
see 1 nuke in the main comes down, and 1 in the second. It's just going to catch this army off guard, the second one. And the first nuke comes down.
There you go.
Boom,
Bye
it's
bye.
gone.
And there,
Down.
the probes got moved, but still.
And
Oop.
just 1 probe. Oh well, still a great way to kill off 1 probe. So this huge army getting a bit caught up with all these gateways and buildings. It's taken a long time to get back and clear off these ghosts. But if they can get out, then this can be brilliant for them.
Yeah, definitely, but... Well, I mean, he just killed like 20 workers in the main, so it doesn't really matter that he lost like 4 of them, or he just used 1 nuke for like 1 probe at all. It doesn't really matter, I think.
Yeah, 27 kills on this 1 ghost, and the other one's only got 4, so he's got a bit of catching up to do.
It's alright, it's alright. I mean, 4 workers are still 200 minerals, and like 20 workers is 1000 minerals, so these nukes and these ghosts just definitely paid for themselves. And something I really like is the position with the sensor towers, because right now he has 3 sensor towers basically covering up the whole map. He knows about any movement.
This looks like the verse ZVP, no, TVZ, where you've got the Terran player hiding in the base and the Zerg's got the entire map. But it's now a Protoss hiding, and the Terran's got the entire map. This is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like a TVT where if one player starts to plant down sensor towers, 10 seconds later, the whole map is covered in sensor towers, and there's nothing else than sensor towers on the map. But
Yeah.
we have like 5 bases going down for the Terran, so he's just like, whatever, I'm just gonna rock all the minerals on the map. These are all mine now. Unfortunately, one of the bases probably is gonna get killed because it was just way too close to the Protoss natural. No, actually third, I mean.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. He could have saved that base. He's got the army for it.
I mean, he has 6 Vikings right now, which is not quite the ideal for actually 6 Colossus. But right now there are only 3 Colossus with the army, and 3 Colossus are still just chilling and hanging out in the second base of the Protoss.
Yeah, Eevee is a bit behind on the upgrades. 2-2 for Army, and it's only 1-1 for Eevee.
Yeah, well, my throat is gloomy right now. I'm really sorry. My voice might sound a little weird. But he should just morph all of these into orbitals and just build like 10 more orbitals behind all of this, and then he will just be able to spam mules everywhere and just get way too many minerals to actually be funny anymore. It's just gonna be totally ridiculous. And I think if he's actually gonna get like 5k or maybe even up to 10k with all these mules, he might just be able to totally outmass his opponent, just throw army after army at him and just really play a Zerg style, I think.
He does need to keep up his building expansion. He's only got the 1 starport and a few barracks down. Does need to start putting lots more down between his 3rd and 2nd, but you see the Protoss army coming in now. There's the Terran force there, and the Planetary Fortress, so it's going to be quite safe. There's a flank round now as well. Can this flank do some damage? And this army is just going to be squashed between a Planetary Fortress and 2 squishy things, but the force field's holding this off. The Zealots doing their work. There's just not enough Vikings.
But there's still a really, really large Bio force coming from behind, so if he actually just runs it in right now with nothing being back, he might just be able to snipe it, and all of these units are very, very low, but they're still able to just clear out these stalkers very, very easily. And he's 25 supply ahead right now, and he's base-wise, he's so much more ahead of his opponent than you could ever imagine. I mean, he's on 7 bases right now. Obviously, he only has 3 of them exaggerated, but I think if he just drops like a quadrillion mules, he's just going to be fine.
Yeah, Annie walking the Archons. They might be able to hold them off. This force is quite weak. There are Vikings, there are Medivacs there to heal up, but it's just going to stim and go in. But it's fall so quickly.
He needs more ghosts in there, I think. Just EMP these 2 Archons and High Templar, and then just easily kill everything else.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. He really needs to lose this force. He could have pulled it away. But he doesn't really have much now, Eevee. He really needs to get more production buildings up.
I'm a little bit surprised by his low SCV count, because it's only at 47 for around 1,000 bases. So it doesn't really match the SCV count he should have, because obviously you in the end game you don't want that many SCVs, but still you will need some right now. And
yeah, there are
41
50
are not
mules
enough.
down now, up in the top left-hand corner, so his mineral count is just going to go through the roof any second. Can he stop his third? He needs to get the repairs down on his 3rd base. He doesn't want to lose it.
I mean, he has 3,000 income right now per minute, which is quite crazy actually. Over 3,000 right now. That is just bonkers. And if he just gets down the barracks to actually support all of this, he will just be able to produce so much that he can just throw bio army after bio army at his opponent.
He doesn't want to lose this orbital. There's no reason that he needs to do it. There's so many SCVs there for the pairs. Come on, the pet. Yes, good boy. But I think he's just push now with this force again.
And right now he's getting up 3-3, getting out 6 ghosts, getting out 2 nuclear missiles, and just getting out some medivacs. And I think with that kind of support, he can just easily outmax his opponent all the time. Right now there was actually a very nice snipe on the War Prison, but unfortunately he totally outstimmed his army right now, because, well, the medivacs do have a lot of energy, but right now in the heads-to-heads fight, these units don't get healed up fast enough, and he's just going to lose a whole bunch of Marauders because of the overstimming right now.
Yeah, good blinks up into the army, just putting his opponent out of position, and if he had this other force with him, then I think the Protoss would fail that engagement. I think it'd be a very different game.
Yeah, definitely. And right now there are 9 ghosts chilling in the second base of the town, which he definitely should take with him, or even 12. He's just producing mass ghosts right now, and now switching into mass marauders, his army is going to be crazy strong.
Yeah, there's just a bit. This Colossus is doing so much damage. These ghosts need to come in and try and save this army, save the space. So many SCVs fallen for no reason. But it does finally get cleared up. 58 workers killed now.
Wow, that's quite a bit. But if we just take a look, there are only 35 SCVs left. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. But on the other hand, his opponent only has an army of 16 zealots and 1 colossus, which also is not quite enough to actually hold any real big attack off.
No, it'd be great to see some more nukes come down now. He's got them saved up. There are a few zealots just sitting here doing nothing, being useful.
I mean,
Might be picked off.
nukes are perfectly on this map if you actually get a drop in the main like you did before, or maybe just nuke from the 4th base, because you have this really large path behind it. We can just throw in a nuke very, very easy to just do tremendous amounts of damage to the workers and the buildings itself, obviously. But we get a nice drop with a lot of marauders and a marine into the second base of the Protoss, where it's just trying to snipe the Nexus and the rest of the few workers that are still there.
Yeah, taking out the gas, I quite like this. If we can get the second one there, then I think that's quite a good drop. But Protoss player is just going to attack. I've lost count of all these bases. It's going to attack his 6th base now. Force it away. There's a huge army there. It could clear this up, but he's not engaging. He's not paying attention.
Yeah, well, I think something that is really lacking right now are Vikings. Ephius, obviously. Since there are still 3 Colossus out there, he really needs some Vikings to actually snipe them, because otherwise his bio army is just going to get roasted really, really easily.
Yeah, he's still only got the 1 starport. He really needs to throw down another one. At least 3 more, I'd think.
Yeah, and something that does really surprise me is that he doesn't build the orbitals, because right now he should just land the orbital he has floating right now in the main, because he will 100% need that to actually throw down mules, because there's 200 energy left on this command center. He really, really needs to land it down and just drop mules everywhere.
Yep. Ooh, those high Templars didn't last a second. It's just so many EPs, so many snipes coming down. This army's just going to get cleared up without the Vikings.
Yeah, very, very well done. And right now, he is 70 supply ahead. And if he just pushes out right now with this huge force into his opponent's main base or 3rd or whatever, wherever, he will just do tremendous amounts of damage. I mean, if the Protoss actually even can hold it off.
Yeah, well, he's throwing down as many cannons as possible. He has got a small force of zealots and a few archons, but this is a big scary force coming down now. So many ghosts, just so many marauders. How many is that? That's 33 marauders. That's a big number of marauders.
But he will have 2 storms, and if these high Templars don't get sniped, he might just be able to land some really, really big money storms, and then he might be able to actually hold it, because if these storms hit nicely, they just do tremendous amounts of damage to his army.
Yep, there are so many ghosts though with this EMP. God, there's so many cannons there as well. Come on, just nuke or EMP, do something.
There you go,
And
then
he snipes them.
Snipes. Very well done. But there's still 4 high Templars left, but only with 1 storm overall, because they don't have enough energy right now. And the ghosts are just going in, eating 1 storm, but it doesn't really matter, because now the 1 storm is out, and if he just runs in with this huge force, he will just be able to kill the whole army, I think.
Even if he loses it, it'll be worth the trade. He's got 5k minerals banked up. He does have a good number of selection buildings. Not as many as I'd like to see, but he'll be able to pull this back. But he wants to end his nukes.
Oh, if this nuke lands... Oh, but he's trying to pull back, but there's still 3 Archons and a few Zealots and even a high Templar. Oh my god, he's moving in! Oh my god, that hurt. That really hurt. He just moved in right perfectly into the nuke, and I think that's it.
Another nuke comes down to finish it off. Can you just move the Marines back down? There's a counter-attack of zealots though, clearing up the space. Where's the nuke? There's the nuke. Oh, he's gonna move the clothes in. Gone.
Ouchie. That was some really good money nukes. Holy hell. That went great for him.
Yeah, that
Amazing.
went even better than expected, especially since his opponent helped him move his army into the path of the nukes.
Yeah,
Which is really
obviously.
considerate. And this course is just too big.
Yeah, I think at this point it's over. I mean, he's 120 supply ahead. He's tripling now, even times 5 or even 6 his opponent's army, and that's it. This is gonna be a GG soon.
Still, Army does not want to give up until the very end.
There you go. GG.
So, what a game! Nukes come down.
Yeah.
Oh, it was brilliant.
I mean, we had. What else would you ask for? We had basically everything. We had snipes, we had nukes, we had Vikings shooting down Colossus, we had Colossus roasting Bio Army, everything.
We had EMP, we had Storms, we had Archons. We didn't get a Battle Cruiser though, which is a bit...
Oh, can't have everything in every game, I guess.
No, we can't, but I love the way that he just decided, yeah, the entire map is mine now. There's nothing you can do. Throwing down bases in every single mineral patch, throwing down the scanning towers. Really hard play to pull off, but he did it.
Yeah, that was very, very well played, I think. But we're gonna see. We have another one at least, or maybe even 2 games in this series. This game is definitely not over, and there we go. Next map is going to be Newkirk District, which basically is Newkirk City from Hearts. So we're gonna hop into another one of our new maps right now. Hopefully we're gonna have a lot of fun there too with these 2 players. Another TVP. Effie being 1 game up, 1 game away from actually winning the whole series and the tournament. LBNT Gold Rush number 37. So let's just hop into the game ASAP.
Yeah, I was just waiting for both players to be ready. Come on, guys. Annie's ready. Zifi ready. Looks like we're just going to have to wait a little bit, guys. Sorry about that.
All of the players aren't ready and have to do something else. We obviously just have to wait. But I think both players are ready, and we will hop into the game momentarily, and then we're going to have another great TVP, hopefully. And both players are ready. There comes the countdown. Let's hop into possibly the last game for this LBNT Gold Rush. So, loading screen, then the in-game, then Animus Lag, and then player introduction. There we go, Animus Lag. And there we go, player introduction. In the lower right-hand corner, we have our lagging red Protoss, 1 game down. It is Anima.
And in the left-hand corner, it is Efi. So, Efi just deciding to take over the entire map last time.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him do that again.
Might be able. I mean, on Newkirk City, you definitely have enough bases to just randomly take and just throw out a lot of command centers there to just take everything, basically. So, let's see how this game pans out. Hopefully, a lot of rushing. But, well, you're gonna see perfectly standard up until now, only going for the standard supply depot and pylon right now. Not really that much that can change. Reese, you played Hearts Beta now too, right?
Yes, I finally got it a few weeks ago.
That's really nice. What do you think about this map in TVP?
I've not played an awful lot of this map on TVP. I've maybe been playing Zerg v Zerg on this map, actually. Just trying out all the races, but... Oh, are we going to see what I think we're going to see? Come on, please, yes. we are. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I actually do like this map overall because of the airspace. That's something they've been incorporating a lot actually in Heart of the Swarm. And oh, do we have what? What? See something like SCV rushing? What is he doing? He's just sending 3 SCVs over to his opponent's base and is just building 3 supply depots at his base to actually wall it off.
Okay, I thought this was going to be dual barracks, but now I have no idea what this is going to be.
What? This is madness, man. Whoa.
Okay, there's
going
the
for
one barracks.
Double
He's
proxy
going
racks.
to build the barracks here and then flip them off into his main, but Anime knows what's up. He's not going to let these land. God, if we can get out a Zealot and a Stalker before these finish up, it's going to be in a great position.
Well, I mean, they are. Anime actually saw the 3 SCVs moving out, and so he actually had a clue that there's going to be some rush going on. Unfortunately for him, because of that, I think he kind of lacked macro at this point because he didn't really build a pylon at all, and he was supply buff for quite a bit. But now he's getting off his Zealot, and well, I don't know if it's maybe too late because there are 3 racks being built right now, and they're gonna get flown over to the main base of the Protoss Anima, and actually a 4th barracks coming down. Whoa!
If he just wants to end this in style, can you say?
Yeah.
So, and can Anime
Proxy
get the
goes.
scout? He is going to get the scout. He's going to see this.
Oh wow! And now the Zealot is coming, and when the Marine pops out, it's probably gonna instantly die. But well, he's just throwing them back. It's 5 racks. What are you doing? How is he gonna
He has
support
no
that?
concept of the meta game or standard builds or anything, does he?
He has 12 SCVs at home. How in God's name is he gonna support 5 racks?
And they start doing the long run about gonna try and kill off these before millions pop out.
Whoa, this is craziness. And he's now gonna try to flow over. And actually, the Zealot does see it, but now there are Marines out, and he's gonna lose 1, but the other one is in between all of the barracks, so he cannot be touched, basically. There's 1 floating barracks and 4 on the ground right now.
He does need to float off these barracks and land them. Because if he lands them, then he can just land all these Marines into the main base.
Yeah, well,
it'll land for a boat, try and get an immortal out.
he'll at least need to live 2 of them, because right now he has actually walled himself in, and there are like 3 Marines who can't get out right now, because they are stuck in between all the barracks and the minerals and so on. But well, this is madness. This is crazy. The problem is that he's behind so much right now that if this fails, which is probably gonna happen because there's a stalker and 2 Zealots out, he's not gonna be able to recover from this, because he's still on like what, 16 SCVs or something like that, or at least not enough, and all of his production facilities are at his opponent's 4th or something like that. So if this doesn't kill his opponent, it's over, definitely.
Anime didn't see the Marine in his base. Their barracks are in your base building things, get rid of them.
There's a base in my base, and yet, yes, that was stolen. But that just had to be said, because it is. It's not just like 1 proxy barracks, it's 2 and then another 3 standing around that background. Lol.
So,
Whatever.
There needs to be an amazing name for this build. I don't know what it is, but so many Marines. I think you can just clear this up. If he takes down the sentry, takes down a stalker, it's going to have so many Marines come in, so much production. Can you get the
Terran
stalker down?
OP. Terran totally OP.
Yeah, well,
If he
they
gets
have
out
this
1
down.
Colossus right now, oh my god, this game's gonna be so over.
There's not enough gas, he can't get the Colossus out.
No, why did you warp in these stalkers? You could have gotten out 1 of them, at least. He's pulling back his probes, but I think you should just send him in and using them a little bit as a buffer, because he's so far ahead, economic-wise, and he should be aware of it, because how are you going to support 5 barracks? You have to cut corners somewhere, I guess, and that's definitely economic.
Yeah, there's nothing but probes now. 2 more stalkers going to try and warp in, do a bit of damage. but so
Yeah,
many
but
clubs have fallen.
It's over. It's over. There are no more probes, basically. These two stalkers are not going to be able to fight against 5 wrecks being thrown out. And now it's just SCV pulling. He's pulling all of his SCVs to just support the fight, and he's just going to totally all in try to kill his opponent right now.
He's going to leave 2 behind just to guard the lamp, just to be sure that the lamp is safe. Oh no, he's going to pull more. So this is a very weird game, to say the least.
Well, very weird isn't even... This doesn't even nearly hit it, okay? This is just crazy madness. 5 wrecks going into SCV, pull everything, try to kill his opponent's base. Like, what?
Oh, and now the process expands, just at the worst possible time.
Uh-oh. There's some SCVs entering your base, bro. And an expansion is probably not the right answer. There you go, 2 stalkers down, and now 2 zealots being warped in, but I don't think that that's going to be enough. And Anima just writes GG and leaves the game. So we have a new winner for this LBNT Gold Rush number 37. It is the bronze player, Effie.
Congratulations, well done for getting this far.
How about that for an outgoing present, Nico? Some epic semi-finals and final games there. Nukes, everything.
Definitely.
So, Nico, you're going to stick around? Going to be watching the stream? You're going to be playing in the tournaments?
Definitely, I'm going to try to help LBNT wherever I can. I mean, still going to be try to promoting it on Twitter and everywhere else, and just going to try to support you, whatever. Unfortunately, I will not be able to cast anymore. But yeah, I just want to say thank you at this point to obviously you, Jay, you, Reese, as my lovely co-caster, and everyone else on LBNT for making these great tournaments and making this happen. I mean, that's great work. And obviously, thank you to the people who view the stream every week, who play in the tournaments.
Yeah.
I love you all, and I'm going to miss you so hard.
Dude, definitely, man. It's been great having you. I just want to say personally from me, honestly, I really enjoyed working with you, and thank you so much. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavours.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nico. It's been great to cast with you. Hopefully we'll see you in game sometime.
Yeah, I hope so too. Maybe I'm going to be the next Gold Rush winner.
We hope so. Right, guys, that is the end of Gold Rush for this week. Tune in the same time tomorrow. Remember, everything that's happened today will happen again throughout the rest of the tournaments for Wings of Liberty. Hour early start, streaming from quarterfinals onwards. And yeah, it's been amazing. Thanks for tuning in, and we shall see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.